Hey, what's up you guys? This is Junior Trader, and in this video we are taking a look at, well, AMD stock, SMCI, ARM, Broadcom, and Micron. So all these semiconductors that going into this week, let's see what the price action and market is telling us on these semiconductors. Now, we have AMD earnings on Tuesday, I guess, so definitely this would affect other semiconductors as well, but most closely keep an eye on Nvidia. I did a video on that already this morning, so check that out on my channel. So let's figure out with these other ones what we can be looking at. So also with that, please hit the like, subscribe, and also please note none of this is any financial advice and it's only for education purposes. All right. So AMD is still in the downtrend, guys. Nothing has really changed. It has been going still, you know, lower highs, lower lows, right? So if I take you to the lower time frame as well, there is literally nothing that even right now tells us that there is any upside. There is none, right? Clearly in the downtrend. Is there a possibility of any upside? Like, and what are even the possibilities? Let's say for the earnings or through the earnings on AMD, right? Well, so AMD is not a huge mover through the earnings. It's you know does couple of dollars of moves if the chart changes. For example, last earnings we went from 158 down to 140, so $10 move. And if it makes $10 move to the downside, let's say this is where the price is, then you are looking at 129 or so. But anyways, now, I mean, why I say anyways is because what does the price action has to do to turn bullish? Well, if AMD can gap up above 200 days moving average after earnings, then yeah, structure is bullish, period, no questions asked. But if AMD still stays below 200 days moving average or this last pivot area, which is very close to 200 days moving average, will still be just in most likely in the downtrend. But so what are the things to look for in the price action? Is it currently showing us any upside signs right now? No, not even on intraday for Monday. AMD can give a very feeble rebound if it gets above 141 and 24 cents, and that would be only until 145 and 38 cents, nothing more than that. I mean, this is getting hilariously cheaper as well. Like if, well, there's still price target sitting at $200, and if someone, nothing has really changed on AMD when it was almost at what, $200 in the past. I'll show you on the daily interval in just a second. So nothing has really changed on this since then, but anyways, if you believe in this, again, this is your decision. But if you are willing to buy at $200, not sure why not willing to buy at $140. But that's your decision. I mean, yeah, I don't trade with those philosophies. What the price is at, I trade technically. And right now, technically, the structure is not bullish. If any stronger rebound, let's say, has to come, this is before earnings, the one until 151, that we have to get above the level of 141 and 16 cents and also above 50 hours moving average. Then we have another area of resistance, 145 and 23 cents, but partial trades can be taken to the levels up until 150. But that would be it for now. Earnings, well, the price action needs to, if earnings can change the price action and can get it above those areas like 200 days, moving average 150, then only we would see some upside. Otherwise, that rebound may not be strong enough, in my opinion, if we can't get above that. So AMD still is in the downtrend. I'm not seeing much of any strength into it. So just trade it carefully. And as if we continue to break level to the downside, it's just going to continue lower. Again, just stay with the trend, and even when the trend is extended to the downside, rebounds are possible. But since rebounds are always against the trend, which the trend is in the downside, you just don't know how high rebound would go. For example, this rebound, it was just a dead cat bounce, right? So it's better to mostly just trade with the trend and let the rebound happen, take profits in the extensions, and you can reload in the rebounds. This week would be a little bit of a different week because we have earnings, so chart may change, and we'll talk about that as well once the earnings has happened. So that's AMD. SMCI. SMCI also continues to stay in the downtrend. This time we came all the way down to 200 days moving average, showing a little bit of a rebound at 692 and 92 cents, one of the levels as well, with the support of 200 days moving average. Is this rebound strong enough to turn it full on back to the upside? Well, no. And it's just a rebound. It's not a bullish structure right now. So when is the earnings? Okay, they have a little bit further out next month on 6th of August. So SMCI is not fully bullish. It has a resistance sitting at this area of 763 to 775 area. And as long as we stay below it, this is just just a rebound in the downtrend. Now, does this rebound have enough strength that intraday upside may come? What are the levels to watch for that? Well, let it get above 50 hours moving average and the level of 720. If it can do that, some rebound may continue for the next day as well, but that would be it. And if it continue to break 20 hours moving average below, it's just a downside play. All right, why? Because trend is in the downtrend. There's just no structure to the upside on SMCI. ARM. So ARM is doing its thing around this support zone. Right over here, tries to sell off, still trying to hold above 50 days moving average. Let's see the price action, if it's weak enough or strong enough. It has also its earnings coming. Again, these are closer right now. This is on Wednesday, so right after AMD. So if chart will change, it will change here. So what are the things to watch for, right? Well, if we break this 50 days moving average and 150, which we are almost breaking, guys, it's just a downside play. And if ARM has to change the structure back again to the upside, let's say after earnings, we need to gap up, right? And that gap up, even if we can just get above 50 days moving average after earnings, that's a positive sign. But if, let's say, if we don't break further below but stays somewhere here, and after earnings we get up 164 and above, that's a bullish change in the structure already. But what for now, Monday and Tuesday, right? So we are just breaking 50 hours moving average to the downside. On an hourly interval, we are already in the downtrend, and we have lower highs, lower lows here still. Now, that little bit of a rebound came, but that also got sold off. Little bit of rebound possibilities only above 149 and 88 cents, together with if it holds 50 days moving average, then there is a possibility of some rebound. But as I talked about in my last videos as well, this is where, resistance is rejected there. And yeah, I would only, that's the thing, right? Like, yeah, even if we get above 149 and 88 cents area, this significant level, I would not get too excited unless it also gets above 154. Then I would say there's high likelihood of 163, otherwise no. And yeah, and if we break 145 to the downside with 50 days moving average, which we are already below that little bit, then yeah, we are continuing lower, guys. So let's see if it chops here around, but confident play to the upside would be about 154 and 31 cents in my opinion. Otherwise, it's just gonna continue lower. So that's ARM. Let's take a look at Broadcom now. Broadcom has their earnings quite further out, so not gonna worry about the earnings here. We already got the moves there, guys. Look at it, 144. We came down there. This time it's becoming a channel. Let's see. Last time I tried it, it wasn't really a channel, but let's see. This time, yeah, it's becoming a channel here. Now, yeah, Broadcom, since we were in the downtrend already below 20 days moving average, and I talked about as if we continue to break this level, 156 and 28 cents losing previous pivot, that's a flush, will come down to this 144. We got that rebounding there, but it's not in a bullish structure. At this point, if it has to start to turn back again to the upside, we have to get above 156 and 43 cents. Otherwise, no, that's become the area of resistance still. And yeah, so technically we are still in the downtrend, and any structure that will change, you will have a stop loss on the other side, whatever trade you are taking, right? So, but take the positions at those structural levels of the break, and then with the stop loss on the other side. But yeah, clearly we're still in the downtrend, guys. Lower highs, lower lows. Yeah, we still have a hanging pivot here of the sell-off, and we lost this area of previous support a little bit as well here. So yeah, I'm not too optimistic on Broadcom right now. But again, it all comes down to the levels. If we break the levels to the upside, in this case would be this 156 and 30 cents. Then only I would expect some upside on this. Otherwise, no. Otherwise, yeah, this is just a rebound which is also being sold off. Right, we are below 20 and 50 days moving averages in the downtrend. It's all about, can this break 144? This is a good support. So if it tests its multiple time, right? So let's see if this breaks finally, because if that breaks, then we are looking at next level like 130 on Broadcom. All right, Micron. So Micron finding some bounce, but it's not bullish yet, guys. Its earnings is also way out. They just had their earnings, but yeah, Micron is still bearish in the downtrend, and yeah, there's nothing much on this that is to the upside. Structure will change to the upside only if it gets above 139.65 cents. Otherwise, no. This is still very weak. All right, guys, that's it for this video. If you found it helpful, valuable, please hit the like, subscribe. If you need access to my tools, links are in the description below of this video, and I'll see you in my next videos, guys. Take care. Bye.